Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio Pteranodons, or however the hell you say it. I'm going to say Pteranodons. I don't know if it's right, but I'm going to say it is. So, last time we got iron and copper going. That's all we really got going in the entire stream. But, you know what they say, if you can't get iron and copper going, get out of my house. I don't know who you are, you're scaring me and the children. That's what they say. That's what they say to me anyway. I probably want to get more iron and copper through at some point, but quite frankly right now it doesn't matter. What does matter right now is that we'd like to start thinking about getting some parts together. So we're going to start mining into these logs. And we're going to make basic machining parts, because that's going to be absolutely essential to making all this sort of good stuff that we need next. Now, there are trees. I haven't got grenades, which is a damn shame, but right now what else am I doing? Just crafting things, so it's not a problem. Okay, we've carved out a almost insignificant part of the trees. It's almost insignificant. Not quite insignificant, but it's almost. So, we've got a new mod, Placeables. It allows us to place things. That was recommended by our good friend and instructor of Soulburn methods, Soulburn. Because he is wise to the ways of the methods of the world. Oh! Hold up! These can take Bernie fuel? These can take... Hang on, wait a minute, hold up, wait a second. You can take fluids? No, you can't. Oh, you probably take fluids for like... Okay, no. I got all excited thinking that I could like bring in fuel that was fluids. Yeah, we're doing pie. We're doing pie. Okay, so we want small parts, which is iron gear wheel bolts. I think that's where we start. I like how the first one didn't count. Bolts are... Thank you. I have been truly blessed this day. Bolts are iron sticks, okay. So what we kind of need to do is have bolts and iron sticks. What is the ratio here? If I do this, I should actually know. Well, that's the wrong thing. It needs... Oh! Not the ratio I thought we were going to be getting there. Definitely not the ratio I thought we'd be getting there. Okay. Right. So for now, what my plan is we're going to need more inserters. Did the first not count, or did I get the achievement for setting the recipe? I don't think the first one counted. You remember the beginning of your base? Was it a bit of a tough one, was it? I mean, look, it's Pteranodons. I think every base is going to be a little bit tough in ways that we had not wished to be. Okay, and we're going to also get some delicious coal. Okay. Now, I'm not too worried about the ratios as of yet. The ratios I can worry about later. Burner assemblers only count for half an assembler. Oh no, they count for a full assembler. They're just not great at it. It really depends what you consider half an assembler to be. How often do I need iron sticks? Very rarely. Okay, we can worry about that later then. Now I imagine these are probably also going to be leaving some junk behind. Okay, so we need more. Bust 100 wide by the time you got to trains. See, I'm not planning to go bust that. You know, I don't even know what I'm planning. I said I'm not planning to go bust, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm planning. I'm just going. I can't tell you what I'm planning because I don't know. Nullius base turning a corner. Nullius base turning a corner was just... yeah. The Nullius base was exciting. I hope not to do that again. Now, the good news is this is actually speeding up some things. For now. So already, you know, if we just got copper going, then we can basically make things real fast. And now what I'm going to do is just connect those. Now we've got more room for more later, that's the important part. Oh, I wish I had long handled. Because what I would like to make is small parts. Now they come through here. Well, if we put copper and... no. Well... crafting out of small parts is like minuscule. How long does it take to make these little tiny copper cables? How far away is long-handled inserters? You know what, I hate it when people ask questions like that because it's never good. Rubber. They're not coming anytime soon. Let's not worry about it. It's not coming anytime soon. It's frankly not worth thinking about. Oh wait. Oh, that makes 15 of them. Okay. Yeah, not anytime soon. So it's not worth considering. That takes 0.5 seconds. Well, hang on. Does that mean... yeah, again... we would need something like that. And even then, that doesn't cut it. A full belt of copper wires... would be enough for one of these machines. Interesting. We're not making enough bolts. Or gears. Okay, well, some of that is easier to sort out than others. The other part's not exactly hard to sort out either. Okay, and then we just make 2 more assemblers. I don't know if I necessarily agree with... Well, hang on. We kind of have to do something like this then, don't we? Interesting. Okay. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's get our copper wires together. We do also at some point need to worry about the ash, but we'll worry about that in a minute. We have trees in the way. Get those out of the way. Once I get the small parts going, I think everything's going to be pretty nice. Adjustable inserters behind research too. Oh, there are adjustable inserters? I mean, no, that's definitely not them. Fast inserter. Bulk inserter.
Kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Horsevom Forced. Thank you. I don't see adjustable inserters, but that's okay. More about that another day. I don't know if I get the reference. Is that a reference? Or is it just a good name? Okay. So, we're probably running out of copper now. That's okay. It's German. Ah, it's a reference to the old German language, eh? Classic German reference, also known as a language. Welcome. Okay. We've got placeables. Oh, hide placeables up here. Maybe placeables can just stay there. In terms of copper wire, that will make 16 per second, which is about right. What are we short on? Iron plates. If only we had some way of collecting iron plates. Oh wait, we do. Hell yes. Okay. As I said, once I start getting the... What's the difference? Placeables is everything we place, whereas the hotbar can just be things. Quite frankly, placeables kind of means the hotbar doesn't need to be as big, does it? Quick bar. It's just a little guy. Just a little guy. 8 per second. Keep making those things. You wouldn't worry about a little guy on his birthday, would you? Of course not. See, the small parts themselves are actually pretty quick to make. Oh, wait. We got the reason why we were doing it this way. Let's split it up a little bit. Because I feel like I'm going to want lots of small parts. Seems like the right thing to need. Gold plates look like they've gone moldy. You think of oxidized? That's rude. come onto my stream, you say my copper plates have oxidized. I think you'll find the copper plates go green or blue, depending on what sort of copper they are. Anyway, still Zoe. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. I'd expect nothing less from you. Speaking of spoilers, I turned spoilers on. I did. I was tricked into doing that. Not much of a trick, but I have done it. It's okay. Spoilage is just spoilage. It's just another thing to worry about. Not that big a deal. Again, once this part's done, a lot of this is going to get a lot easier, because then we'll have infinite belts and inserters. We may need to expand on copper later or soon, but... Now, if I remember rightly, one is all we really need here. We also need to get copper through here, I've just realised. Not copper, sorry, coal. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do that. Which things spoil in Pi? At the moment, the only thing I've got that spoils these flowers, they take 3 hours to spoil. So you can imagine that I'm quite anxious about that. I'm a little anxious about it, but not hugely. Like, I was being sarcastic there, but I'm like, that actually is something that I've considered. You know what? Take these copper wires as well. Look at that! Way faster. Way faster. Okay. Okay. These filters. It happened. We need one of those. So it's Factory 2.0 without Space Age and Pi Suite. Pretty much. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. Get some inserters going. Oh, you know what? Again, just grab the stuff we're already making. This is why we're making it. So. And then we have, this is where we start being a bit sneaky. Actually allow it to come out the side. Such a shame there's no way to automate stuff in this game. What do you mean? You doing the old sarcasm there, Zoe? Okay, there's my small parts. You'll love to see it. You're about 3 seconds away from telling me that I need to, what's the word? Can't remember now. beacon a belt, aren't you? I know you, Zoe. You're about 3 seconds away from telling me I need to beacon the belts to make them faster. Oh, I love how the small parts come out as different things. That's cute. Yeah, I was just admiring that. Very nice. Okay, so say that for when chat gets a bit backseaty. That's good. That makes sense. Okay, so it really just looks like we're just making a bunch of pointless widgets. Which is, of course, what they used to call me in high school. Okay, so the problem is... Okay. Problem is we actually need to grab more things. You know what? Okay, I got a new plan for that. I really want 2 outputs though. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. The quote system doesn't like if you try to call it too many times. It's very much a child of my design. It's very lazy if you let it be. I feel like the underground belt is a lot longer than it is base. I feel like a 9 is not how long they usually are. Not even to ask questions, guys. We're just asking questions. Exactly. I don't know what questions we're asking, but we are just asking questions. Let's say, for example, we just wanted a couple more of these. Just as a suggestion. So we could go like that, like that. We need a couple more inserters, don't worry about it. That's not what... yeah, it's because they're not... I think we've got a stack of 20 that need to be entered into the database as well. I've got to get onto that at some point. Dave, I think, has been busy lately, which means he hasn't been keeping to his royal duties, but that's okay. We're not going to have a go at Dave. He does it for free. We love Dave. We do love Dave. A very true statement. All my homies love Dave. Okay, we are not approaching a cliff. I thought we were for a second there. Okay. Okay. So now we have a little tiny mall. Which we do need to worry about some other things in it, but that's okay. We need to make these things. It's iron stick and copper cables. Ugh. Go to the mall. We also need to make lights at some point. But I think the lamps need glass. Which... not really sure how we make glass. Quartz ore. Oh, okay, we can just get quartz ore and make glass that way. Glass in a glass works, yes. Quartz ore, we can just mine that. A crystal mine, all that stuff looks actually stuff that I can do. Glass technology isn't that far away. Okay, so we can start thinking about those things shortly. Alright, this is exciting. Logistics time. What's the first thing you need in logistics time? Probably belts, right? I think if you get belts sorted, you're pretty much 95% of the way there. We do need to worry about ash, on the other hand. Okay. Now though, we will do that. We're gonna need to figure out how to get the ash out of here. Like, nowish. Okay, a couple more inserters. No, you know what we need before a couple more inserters? A couple more assemblers. Let's grab some small parts. Grab some iron. Oh, Dave, sorry, Dave. Oh, Dave, are you getting the quote set up? See, I'm so used to it being Dave. If someone else is doing it, I'm like, honorary Dave? Not honorary quote keeper, it's honorary Dave. Okay. Insoiters. Put a box there for now, and we'll make another wooden box over there. Okay, we have a problem with iron, apparently. Oh. Thing with the arrows on the assemblers. So let me know they can take water and where the water comes in from, I think. It's because a lot of things in this mod are very large and far larger than they should be. And so it just helps me to know where the inputs and outputs are. Okay, so we've got a minor problem with too much ash. Because this is not coping. That should help. Okay, there we go. It's coping with the ash now. Okay, that's much better. We will need to probably think about gathering all the ash in one place soon, at some point. But it's not something that's come up yet, so we're not too worried about that. Here we go. Play Pi someday. I mean, guess. I'm enjoying it thus far, but I mean, I don't know what that says about anything, really. It just means I'm enjoying it so far. It's alright. As mods go, having a decent enough time. Okay. Don't forget to output that second gears. Yeah, that's true. Good point. Now, the next thing I need to worry about is more ash. Because of course I do. Pretty much always the problem somewhere. Burner assemblers. Hell yeah! They're going to be burner assemblers for a while. That's the problem. Blacklist. Okay, that's huge. This is actually huge. These are mechanicals, they don't take fuel. That is true. The assemblers are... Sorry, the arms are not burners, which is kind of strange. Hey Soulburn, it's going well. How's it going with you? Hope you're doing alright. Hardly slept, I can imagine. Well, rather I can't, but I can give the semblance of imagining, if that makes sense. Okay. Did I update the mods? I did. Try the ghost belt. Oh yeah. Hey, it's working now. Cool. Okay, so iron is coming through better. Now the only problem is we're not making enough iron. There's always something in this base, isn't there? Okay. The next thing I would like to do is this. Okay. You want to know how to work with a circuit network? It really depends what your question is. Yeah. We find on a train going to Stockholm. Oh, nice. Look, I mean, I appreciate that the vibes are what's keeping you here. I do try to run a decent vibe stream, so if you're enjoying that, then thank you so much. It's a huge compliment to me. I take it as a huge compliment, and you know, to our little community. Okay, so this may not be the way that most people would do it. They'll be like, oh, run an extra belt, but quite frankly, we don't need an extra belt, we just need more resources. What's going on in Stockholm? I don't really know much about Stockholm. Oops, need that. All I know about Stockholm is some real syndromes you gotta worry about over there. That's a joke. Mostly. You know what? That can just snake around. It doesn't need to be like that. It doesn't need to be like this. You want to make a soap that looks like the contents of a light oil tank. Oh, that's okay. That's a pretty simple one. That's pretty easy. Yeah, the wiki should be more than enough to help you with that because that's a fairly simple one. My suggestion, Shizo, give it a go. If you're stuck, let us know. But give it a go first. It's actually going to be a lot easier than you may think, I would imagine. But I don't want to take away the joy of getting your own machine working first. Go to a festival there. Everyone loves a good festival. Yeah, you don't need a combinator. A single Y will do the job. That's absolutely right. It is, I think it's one of the first circuits a lot of people learn as well, so 2 Ys makes it easier. 1 Y will do. You don't need to be complicated, 1 Y will suffice. Oh, you know what? Darn it all. That's actually... that step too early. Oh my goodness, character color. Why do you have to remind me this every run? Thank you. You'd think I'd learn by now, but I really don't seem to. That's my color. How much longer will I stream for today? Another 2 hours minimum is my intent. I stream until 10 o'clock my time, and it is currently 8 o'clock my time. So, out of the rules of maths, another 2 hours. Just pull blue to the max from the default. Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to do it. I like pink. Quite a fan of it. Part of the reason I like pink is because I'm told I'm not allowed to. It's purple? Bro, that pink. That pink. Oh no, look, don't stop this, otherwise you'll get pandas showing up in the chat telling everyone that I'm colorblind because I can't tell the difference between pink and purple. This is pink. This is a very clear pink. There's a board game that we used to play a lot, and I swear on my mum, I swear on me mum, that one of the colours is a dark blue. And Panda's like, it's purple. And I'm like, it's not purple, it's a very dark blue. And she swears it's not. And I swear on me baby's mum. Okay. Chad, is this pink or purple? You know what? There we go. You're dropping out for a bit? We'll be back. That's all good, man. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere, but hey, thanks for stopping by, and you know, you'll always be welcome. Can't fix the smallpox. As true as If it was. I'm lavender. Oh goodness gracious. Now we're getting into like precise colours. There we go. Sometimes the ash gets through. We don't want the ash to get through if we can help it. Okay, the ash still got through. By that logic, we still need one more. Goodness gracious. You have a point? I'm not saying you don't have a point. I'm just saying we're now getting into... I need an ash twin. I need a project for that though. Some sort of ash twin project. No, we don't talk about the ash twin project here though, because that's spoilers. Alright, so that should... How are we doing with iron? Iron plates? Decent enough. Can I do anything with the ash? Yet. Not yet. Gotta go cheer up a friend for a bit. Look, always important to go cheer up a friend. It's one of the most important things to do sometimes. Okay, so we've got... This is going well. We always suck more, but we are sucking sufficiently. Okay, so I'm purple apparently. Now are we pink? It wasn't as hard as you thought. See, there we go. That's why I didn't want to tell you, because it's one of those things that once you give it a go, you find out it's not too bad. Because see, now you were the one that did it. You did it yourself. No splitters yet. Crackalakin, did you say previously that you have done this before, like a little bit of this before? I can't remember if you did. You've played this before. You know how fast splitters are away. Yeah, you're trolling. Sorry, that was funny to me. Alright. So, good news. We are now... We're now doing well. More iron will come through when it feels like it. I think it's time to get the old science together. The iron plates. Isn't that just so funny? We do all this work for the iron plates and we still need more iron plates. Trying to think about a pink elephant and all you can think about is a pink elephant. Okay. Okay. The ash and the F now. Okay, we've got some stone blocks. We need to go get soil. That on there. You know what? It wouldn't be a terrible idea to just get... If this is gonna work. Out of curiosity, if I do this, will they pass the science along? Of course they will. Okay, well there we go. There we go. Science is being made. I didn't really want it to do that. Okay, actually. Science is being made, but we're going to shuffle all this down a notch. Because I would like to power this. Now, it's not automated properly yet, I know, but it should do the job. Yep, so it's only that batch of 20. Thank you, Adaba. I truly appreciate it. Wait, no, we're building the wrong ones. Building the wrong ones. Okay, science. You tempt me to start a new pie run for tomorrow. Oh goodness, no, sorry. That wasn't my intent. God, I'm sorry I did that to you. What was I just needing up there? Another 1,300 hours gone. Yep. Unfortunately, as an influencer, I do this sometimes. I influence. I know I shouldn't, but I do it anyway. Okay, I would like literally one. And another planter box, apparently. Another planter box. Pi AE is king. What's Pi AE? I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm doing my best, that's what I'm doing. I have AE installed. Oh, well there we go. Okay. Allows you to smelt steel from iron plates. Good. Like from iron plates? Doesn't look like it's from iron plates. We do have fish turbines though. Which is made from fish. Ah, that's PI. Okay, sure. Ash separation, we could do that. That would give us a way to get rid of the ash, but quite frankly, the way everyone's talking about it makes me think I don't want to do that. Poor man's wooden fence. It's poor man's wooden fence. Can I have a rich man's wooden fence? Can I take up fencing?
Did someone order quality?
Someone has ordered quality. Thank you, Shizo, for increasing quality of the stream. This is now a rare quality stream. I appreciate it. Why don't we get rid of the ash? What's the word on the street? Word on the street is ash is useful, and that one day I'll need to make ash. Now that makes shale oil out of my kerogen, which I need for something? What is shale oil? Shale oil is fuel. Why is shale oil fuel? Poor man's defense. Pressurization. Electronics. That's probably good somewhere. Let's just wash some soil. Okay, you know what? Let's focus towards the thing that we need, which is trees. If we're working towards trees, that will help us make science, like, get it done. So, let's go mining with fluid. Ash consumer locked behind a science you're never going to build. No. I don't think so. I mean, already, actually, now that I think about it, I'm already needing ash for the science that I'm making. I just don't need nearly as much ash as I've got. So... iron is coming through fairly effectively. I like that. The biters are like, oh man, look at this guy, he's so poor he can't even afford a fence, and they just leave you alone. Kind of rude, actually. And ash is still sometimes getting through. My goodness. That's alright. I mean, you have to expect that, I suppose. Alright, what next? Do we consider steel? Honestly, I think we do. I'm not making a lot of steel just yet, so I need some copper cable, which is easy to get, and some iron plates, which is... I don't know if it's easy to get, but it's gettable. You're quite so gettable. Okay, this is... oh, it's cute! Oh! These stone bricks. Wait, does this take power? This takes power. What speed is it? Crafting speed 1. It's like that meme. Look what they need to do to mimic a fraction of our power. Like, it's 9 of these to do the same speed. Look what they need to do to mimic even a fraction of our power. But it doesn't make ash. I know. Well, it does, but in a different way. It's making ash because the ash is still coming from the... like up here. So it is still making ash. I just want to make some steel now. Yeah, I think walls just encourage the biters to attack. It's like, and I know this is probably a bad example, checkpoints on the Northern Irish border. It just encourages them. Now I know that's not a great example, and I apologize for the cultural insensitivity, but when the walls went down, so did the attacks, so let's just remember that. Oh wait, I still need coke and limestone. Ah, hell. Where am I getting coke and limestone from? Well, okay. Limestone comes from water. Oh, that's an easy one. Coke comes from... No, it doesn't come from that. Let's try again. I gummed up. Which one? Oh, that one. You're right. I filled it up its ash hole. Okay, that is how we make coke. We'll also be making coal gas and tar. Right, okay. So... to make that, we need a destructive distillation column. Okay. That's going to require some iron and some copper. Uh-oh. Still more iron. In the near future? Wait, what's in the near future? Okay, so the soil extractor is easy. Let's not worry about that. That one's the easy one. That's going to need some small parts. Small parts, not a problem. Many people have told me I have small parts. But not that many people. A couple of people. I'm sure you can say this properly, so don't call your names before you finish. Once upon a time, the IRA gave you hope. For decades they were at war, and suddenly they made peace, late 80s. Made me think maybe someone in the so-called Holy Lands, you might get along. Current events are not helping. I don't have the full picture here, but I feel like blood begets blood there. Now, unfortunately, I can't really go too much into it because it is a very current thing, but I think it's a hard one to forget when it's still happening. Begets also might be the wrong word. We've also bypassed the adjacency, yeah, absolutely. Sound the alarms! Sound the alarms! Don't actually sound the alarms. It just sort of stopped. I mean, yeah. Does New Zealand have a blood feud with anyone? Not really. I can't say that New Zealand particularly treated the natives, the Māori, well. And that is something that New Zealand is... it really depends on the current government whether we're trying to fix that or whether we're trying to bury it. Currently we're in the state of burying it. So no real blood feuds, but certainly bad blood, if that makes sense. I like to hope that we can actually, you know, resolve these disputes at some point, but I don't know if that's necessarily possible because people want to just go like, nope, nothing went wrong, we didn't do, Westerners did nothing wrong, if you and everything you stand for, and you're just like, god damn it guys, it's not even that hard to say, Yeah, maybe we effed up. Not that hard, but they're like, nah, we didn't, bro. We're the best. Newspapers. My first proper job was delivering the flyers, delivering junk mail. You notice the problem? Your build? Excellent. See, remember, as much as I appreciate it when you're helping, when it goes wrong, people find it funnier if they've noticed it as well. There almost needs to be like a secret chat that I can't see, so everyone can go, he hasn't noticed it yet. It's not really a thing that's possible, but I don't think it is. Put the carriage back in there. It might also be something that I have considered. I can't... Oh god, that is a big column. What do I want rich clay for? Wait, hang on. Big boy distiller. Should you tell him about the secret chat? I don't want to know about the secret chat. If there's a secret chat, I do not want to know about it. A gambling board pool for which problem calls the base stopping fairly first. Look, tell you what, if someone wanted to organize that, I can promise you, if it's made aware of chat, I will promise you I will not look at it. If you tell me not to, I will respect your wishes. But if such a thing existed, I will encourage people to use it, but I will not look at it. Very dangerous concept. So this will make us coke. Well, obviously I have to look at that message because... But if it's like, hey, don't click this link, you know, don't go to this website, then sure, I understand. That's where your nudes are. What's that? Is that a big gun? It turns coal into coke. I don't know if we've removed the cocaine from it, but it turns coal into coke. Or a staircase to heaven. I mean, yeah, it's making coke. People love coke. I understand. I haven't had it in years. Wait, no, shit, no, it turns coal into coke. We need coal. We don't have coal, we've got raw coal. So we need another one. Son of a bitch. We need two of them. Stream delay? Seems fine on this side. Two staircases to heaven. How much coke do we need? We need enough to make... we need some. That's the point. I guess you could always, like, do something to be able to... That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. And then we've got to worry about the coal gas and the tar. Which I'm not entirely sure what we can do with that yet. Like, we can burn it, but burn it in what? Can we burn it in a boiler? Probably not. Nope. How many Al Pacinos worth of coke does it take such a... I can't answer that for many reasons. So that turns coal into coke, and that turns... No. No. That turns coal into coke. So wait, that's raw coal goes to coal. Coal goes to coke. Good. Then we get coal, gas, and tar. Now, do we have storage tanks? I don't think we've got storage tanks. Oh, come the flip on. Really? That's so far away. Why would you do this to me, game? What am I supposed to do with these liquids? Put them in a hole. Put them in a hole. Dump them in a hole. Exhaust pipe. Pipes a liquid buffer suit. Not big enough. No, we're gonna put the gas. Okay. Gas that goes into the air. Tar goes into the hole. Got it. I've always wanted tar in my hole. Don't do it. Okay, we're not really making as much iron as I wish we were. That's okay. Yep. And you know, I said that and I was like, that's going. Alright, so. We're gonna run out of iron not too far from... Oh, 206,000. It's probably still okay for a bit. Do I believe that though? Not really. Oh. Look at that, it's just a big tall boy. Hello, big tall boy. Okay, we need to make pipes. So it's gonna require 2 assemblers. Don't have the iron for this. What do we do? The VP long neck. Oops, okay. Right. Need a lot of those. The problem is, we just don't have the iron coming through just yet. It'll come through, don't worry. The important thing is my iron is getting used, so that's nice. Yeah, the iron's always coming through, which means it's a good thing. Okay, now, how do we put things in my hole? We can't do that until we have steel. Fair enough. Okay, the coal is going in there. I would like to see it, see the gases come out of the pipe. Alright, we've got the tar. Right, I didn't really have a plan for the tar. I assume the tar can't just be exhausted because it doesn't make sense. Now the good news is this is going to be making iron oxide. Now iron oxide, I believe, can be turned into either iron or iron plates. I would have to double check that. No, I don't want how to make it, I want what it's used in. When the iron oxide can turn into 10 iron plates. Okay, so not super useful. But if I say put one here, then we can always... Or maybe like here and then just put it in there. Okay, well, let's not worry about that right now. This is temporary, like many things in life. So that will get the coke, the tar goes into the square hole. I've got a toy for like one of those shape saws for Lil K that goes into the square hole, and I was just like, oh god. The stories have come true. Now what I'm hoping is that this dumps at some point, but it doesn't seem to be dumping. What point do you vent? Makes sense that it would vent something. There's another thing, yeah. A tailing pond. Stores liquids and causes pollution by venting gases. Okay, here we go. This will do it. Shouldn't this already be venting gases? Okay, so the tailing pond will store everything. We just need more iron. It activates at 1,000. I think it's at 1,000 now. It's not activating. 1,000 was what I was assuming, but the important thing about a tailings pond is you can put a dinosaur in there. I imagine it's gonna be big. Oh jeez! Oh jeez! Flippin' Louise! Oh, that was much bigger than I anticipated. That is not what she said. Oh jeez! Oh no! Oh jeez! Oh god! Sullivan, I love that clip. I've watched it a few times now. Mal's just losing her shit. It's good times. No! Stop her! You can hear her just reeling. beautiful. I like mouse every now and then. He's not someone I watch a lot of, but I watch every now and then. He spoke in Congress about, she's Puerto Rican, right? Did you speak up Puerto Rico? Or is that something else? Okay, that's a big boy. Look at the size of that boy. A huge boy. Well, how am I going to keep gas in a big pool? Can I keep gas in a big pool? Does that work? I hadn't even considered the concept that might work. Okay. Wait. If that works... Where am I putting it? Wait, hang on. Oh god, the idea of a big gas in a pond is just a terrifying idea. It's like, just imagine a big hole that they're just going, whatever you do, do not go into this hole. You will just die. This gas is heavier than air. You go in the hole, you just die. You will not know why you're dead. You will just be dead. I mean, I know there are the things like that that exist in real life, but just the concept of it is still terrifying. So, Brent, I'm curious. You said Mouse spoke in Congress. As Mouse or, like, as a person? Like, did she physically go to Congress or was she, like, as Iron Mouse? You don't know? Okay. I was just curious. VTubers generally do not like to, you know, let it be known who they are. Generally. There are some that is known who they are, but... Okay. Just a big old pit of tar. We can just put a dinosaur in there and the dinosaur will be gone. Always good to know where you can just leave a dinosaur. That should be fine. We still need to make limestone. That's not really a problem. It's just another thing we got to do. Now, coke is needed for quite a few things, actually. Coal, probably less. Yeah, it's needed for a couple of things, but nothing major. But coke I do know is made for steel. I know that because Dwarf Fortress. Okay. In hard mode you can't clear those tailings. Oh, like you can't click the dump button? That's pretty funny. I like that. I click the dump button here. You know what? What if I just don't? What if I just stick to that plan? I can't just click the dump flush button, but it's a million. What if you... have hit points? It's a hole. Do holes have hit points? Okay. What I would probably like to do is start getting some planter boxes. I think it's about time we continue to No, let's make steel and then let's carry on. Well, thankfully that limestone's easy enough to make. I don't know. It's gone now. We need more belts. I should have a whole bunch of belts. See, now that's what I love to see. Oh, we need some logistics? Bam! Logistics. See, this is why I never became a programmer. Too much bugs. Too many bugs to worry about. If R rotates the symbols on the assembler, I don't know if... Kinda? Is this what you're talking about? Oh, that's not an assembler, the assemblers themselves. Oh, well. I'll get to it when I get to it. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, I understand now. Now, I don't... This is not like a permanent fix. This is just a... Let's get some steel going. Oh. Okay. We'll have a look. I'll get closer, I think. No, R is not rotating it. Nor is Shift R. Not that I thought you would think that was a thing that was going to happen. Thief and Breaking Soulburn's code. Can you name a more iconic duo? Yeah, sure, I can do that for you. Do you Soulburn? Anything. Well, not anything, but you know. Just, do you just want me to send it through Discord? Okay. I'll do that for you. Okay, that's gonna make my steel. What? Good morning, Team McIntyre. For steel. Hell yeah. Okay. Tar processing. Ooh, what can we make tar into? Blue gas! Oh boy. Winching tower. Wonderful. Hold up. Hold up. Jeez. It's finished, right? Stop doing that. I'll let it finish now. Okay, we've got a bunch of coke. Nice. Okay, by now it should be collectible. By the way, Solburn, I'd like to thank you for reminding me that the whole thing exists, because now I can't get it out of my head. By thank you, I mean, I'm not really sure if I'm thanking you. It's classic what you do, though. You give me some real good memes, Solburn, and I appreciate that. The mouse thing. I'd forgotten that existed, and now I've remembered. Now it's stuck in my head. Okay, it hasn't vented any gas yet. It's at 10,000 and it's still vented nothing. Do we even know where quartz is? Well, we do know where some quartz is. Nice. A weird pie thing. And they all... Are you sure coal gas is a pie gas versus pie liquid? It's literally called pie. It's literally called coal gas. If coal gas is not a gas, what would you call it? Like, what would you call it if not a gas? I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful here, but what would you call it, honestly? Yeah, well. That'd be any useful. I mean, inventory size bonus, I suppose. Inventory size bonus would be nice. Oh. Oh, that just happens. Okay. Steel X just happens. Understood. So... Glass technologies are soil washing. Is soil washing? Wood processing is my main goal. We're going to keep just going towards that. We have steel being made. I would like to make some fish turbines. Because I don't know what that means and I want to make one. So that requires some steel, some stone, some fish. I'll be honest, the fish is the part where it's funny. Do I want air core inductors? I keep coming up across those again and again. I think I'm okay without them for now. I can make them later. We are lacking the stone bricks. Right, we need the coal gas for here. Aluminium. I don't know when we need aluminium. What it's worth, we don't seem to get rid of that coal gas anytime soon, so... Maybe we'll just make another tailing pond. Make another tailing pond. What's the worst that could happen? Let's give it a go. That doesn't seem to be venting. I think I've been lied to. I don't know if I've been lied to, but something's going wrong. So, let's chuck it down there and sort it out. Because it ain't doing shit. Reminds me of Spaceballs too. What a weird thing to be making. Okay, well that's venting it. But now I might... Whatever. If I need it, we can always make more. I don't even know anymore. I'm not even mad anymore. Now I just don't care. That's not true. I care. I just don't want to. I don't like it there. It doesn't look tidy. Getting rid of rocks. I don't want the rocks. I gotta get rid of these flippin' rocks. I love the 6 limestone just rolling down the belt. Like, so lonely. I mean, it's not lonely, it's the 6 of them. They should be lonely. There we go. So the tower is being kept, but the gas is being vented. Not much I can do about either of those, perhaps. That's alright. Apparently the tailings pond vents gases, unlike the exhaust pipe, which does not vent gases. You'd think an exhaust pipe would vent gases. It's an exhaust pipe, but no, it's not what an exhaust pipe does. Chill, Seif. Chill the heck out. You're getting a little bit too worked up about this. But I'm bloody right. That's the problem. It exhausts. I'll tell you what, I'm bloody exhausted right now thinking about those pipes. Whoa. Anyway, we need fish and air core inductors, which needs iron, I believe. You know what? New plan. Just put some iron in here. I seem to always be wanting to go grab some iron. Just put some iron on there for me. Always keep a little bit of iron there for me. I'd appreciate that. What gas is the exhaust? That's a bloody good question. You'd think that exhaust, the gas that came with that thing, not probably carbon dioxide. Probably just carbon dioxide. Makes sense. I suppose. Perhaps. Potentially. Anyway, you have made some things. Alright. I will make some boxes, I suppose. I need some ash. Weird sentence, but alright. Alright, what's next? Fish. Fish! I can generate a lot of power, but it'll generate a little bit. I mean, that's enough for now. Just to try and not make this too difficult to work with. So I'm hoping it goes by the same rule, 1 fish equals 5 fish. I cannot reach the fish. There's a fish there. I can reach that fish. Oh, there's a fish there too. Yes! 1 fish equals 5 fish. I have made a fish turbine. Variance. I guess it kind of looks like a fish. Okay. I don't know. You know what it has done though? It has greatly reduced the amount of steam power that I'm using right now. So it's done what I wanted it to do. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to another one, quite frankly. You know what? I wouldn't be opposed to another one. Get another one. How long till the fish spoils? The fish doesn't spoil, the fish doesn't spoil, the fish is alive until I turn it into a windsock. The fish has a fuel value. That's concerning. We need more copper as well, I see. Let's go turn that fish to a windsock. No, I don't want to say fish sock. To me that sounds like someone's... No. We're not doing that. I'm not even completing that sentence. Oh, I can put them close together? Okay, that's fair. I mean, yeah, sure, sometimes the fish aren't going to produce a lot of power, but the point is they're going to produce some. They're cheap, but... Average output 550 kilowatts. I mean, that's pretty good. Hey Dave, how you doing? Finally, Pi. Love to see it. You know what? Pi was in the waiting for quite a while. Oh right, Odaba. I see what you've done there. You've updated the quotes, but you couldn't update it because only Dave's allowed to. Okay, I'll put them up there. Thank you. Thank you, Odaba. Sorry, I saw Dave and I was like, wait, that's right, Odaba was updating the quotes. But only Dave is allowed to comment there because, you know, he's the official quote keeper, but you've helped him out. Thank you. So there's a new batch of 20 quotes up there. That is... There's some concerning ones in there, and I think there's some concerning ones coming. You've been gone, admittedly. That's okay. like, the mantle is still yours. It's like when Batman goes away, I don't know why I'm going with a DC reference, I don't know shit about DC, but when Batman goes away, other people come along to kick bad guys' asses. And in this case, the bad guy's ass is a quote. You know, it's okay. This is your winter time. This is where you hibernate. Because you're a bear. A physical bear, I'm not making any other references. You're going through Pi abstinence, but you can watch, right? I mean, yeah, sure. It's like... Yeah, you're absolutely allowed to. Of course. Alright, so what is the next part of the plan? That's what I'm not sure of. Science is happening, that's good. We've got steel being made, we've got some fish turbines, for reasons. Could be classed as a bear. Up to you, man. Up to you. I'm not playing this game. Okay. Science can be more thoroughly automated. That's what I'm working towards. That's literally what all my science is working towards right now. We're working towards wood processing. Once we get wood processing, then we are going to do that coal on the ore belt. I said coal on the ore belt again. God damn it. I've done it again, haven't I? Thank you. See, Odaba, that one's totally fine to call out. Because that one's like, this is an immediate concern. That one's fine. That's not a design decision, that's just a, oh, he's made a terrible oversight right now. Oh, waffles. Now I'm imagining someone else do drugs take the edge off. Exactly. Or if you're being celibate, just watching someone, just being in the room, just watching someone. You know, that's totally fine. You know. Some people call it cuckolding, but these two people don't know me. Oh, I could have not said that. I was trying not to say that. Look, don't mind me, I'm just watching. Okay. I just made all the Twitch words at once. It's nice to know that I had the power to do that. Alright, where do we go from here? We're washing soil. I think where we go from here is just working on some science. I think that's where we've got to go. Then of course, that continues to someone watching those two people. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's a problem. Soil your ash-covered pants. They are certainly soiled. Why don't I plant planter boxes? Probably not a bad idea, actually. what I think we'll do is we're going to make a couple of automations here. The voyeur's voyeur, exactly. So this is not quite how we want to do it, but it'll do the job for now. Empty planter box, planter box. Oh, no, 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 don't use my wood. You leave my wood out of this. I have a funny feeling I actually want to build a special device for this. This one. Okay, I need some iron. Did I get some quality of life mods? What search things I go for? I didn't really go for a lot of quality of life mods. That's so old, I have not updated that. Sorry. We are doing spoilage though, if that helps at all. Yeah, so we're not playing C Block. We haven't played C Block in like a year now. So that's not helpful. I mean, what do we go? Quality of life mods. They really did much. Filter helper, factory planner, fluid connections, rate calculator. Okay, we did a couple of things. We did more than I thought we did. We'll need this wood processing unit later anyway, so that's fine. That's an ancient mural found in some temple. That's true. Oh! Made a horrifying sound. Oi! No. No. Stop it. Okay. That'll do. Oh, what the fudge? Okay. Apparently it just outputs. I didn't know it did that. I do know what I signed up for. Well, okay, I'll tell you what I signed up for because it doesn't, it's what you think I signed up for is not what I signed up for. I've signed up for the first proper research pack. That is all I've actually signed up for. I haven't signed up to do everything, just the first proper science. No more than that. So, I mean, to be fair, the first proper science pack is like down here. So there's a few things we have to do, but that's what I signed up for at the moment. But once I'm done with that, I entirely reserve the right to keep going. And I also reserve the right to stop. We haven't decided that one yet. Actually, no. We'll wood back in there. How many proper science packs are there? Hello Leo Redbone. How you doing? How many proper science packs are there? There's a lot. Okay, so that should be some sort of automation that should last for a little while. You like watching me play overhauls, so hoping I continue? Yeah, I mean, I like playing overhauls as well. It's probably my favorite way to play Factorio. But I may have like a one-off to do some things shortly, but it won't be during my normal Factorio time. What's the difference between proper and improper? So the very first science pack is like here, and that's what I'm making here. It's basically a very simple one. Can I clarify what Pi is for a newbie in Factorio? Okay, so Factorio takes the average, like the new player, say 20 to 40 hours to complete. Space Age, the DLC, is a lot more complicated, and probably is like 100 to 200 hours for a newbie to complete. I could be wrong with these hours, they could be more, they could be less, depending on who you are. Pyanodons is a total overhaul mod where it adds a lot of complexity to it. This takes an experienced player about 1,000 hours to complete. It is a lot more complexity, it is a lot more painful, it is a lot more difficult, there's a lot more resources, and generally the game, I'm only like 6 hours in so far. It's just a lot more. There's a lot of things to cover. The technology tree is ridiculous. How long is space exploration? It took me about 250 hours, but that typically takes people like 500 hours. Nullius took me 500. There are a lot more intermediaries and logistics problems. Yeah. So, I mean, in Factorio normal, a belt is iron plate and a gear. A lot of this stuff is just to make basic belts. I've got no splitters. That will come a lot later. It's just everything's a lot more complicated than it needs to be. And generally for a new player, I would say stay the hell away from this. There are other massive overhaul mods that are much more suitable to new players. If you don't want to play Space Age, you really like the single planet thing, there's some really good single planet mods that are just a really good time. This is not one of them. You're about to ask what was with the horrendous belt. Okay, so if you're not aware about this, Dave, everything that I'm running pretty much is still burners because I can't. I cannot build assembly like electric assemblers until here. That's past the first science pack. This is how far I have to go before I can stop using burner assemblers. Technically, if I stop after the first real science pack, I will never see them. So yeah, so Leo, for a newbie player, this is, if Factorio is already overwhelming, and that's absolutely fine if it is, this is doubly so. Triply so. Possibly 10 times so. I don't know. I'm going to keep going towards botany. As opposed to going towards botany, which is a place in Auckland. I don't want to go to botany. No, it's not you. Okay, see, and Leo, you know what? We all come from different places, and that's absolutely fine. Do not think that you are in a bad place because you are 400 hours into your first playthrough. Because everyone plays Factorio in a different way. And that's totally fine. That's one of the things I love about Factorio. This mod is for the 0.1% of people. Yeah, I've got like 3,500 hours in Factorio. A lot of it playing total overhaul mods. And, you know, there comes a time where being punching yourself in the dick just doesn't feel good anymore. So you got to get someone else to do it. That was a weird analogy and I apologize. It was a super weird analogy. At some point, you got to start using a mallet, you know. Anyway, sorry. I apologize profusely, both to my audience and to myself. Okay, so botany stage 1, botany stage 1, I should say. We need glass. Okay, we do actually need glass. You know what, Adava, as soon as I said that, I was like, please don't let that happen. But here it is. I'm going to capitalize that original T, though. Okay. Okay, we need quartz. Instructions unclear. Attempt to launch rocket via dick punch. It's like that video, you know, with the kid, and he's got like the toy gun, and he shoots it at his like groin, and then he does the little ooh skip. I love that video. Poor kid. I will stop and watch that video every time though. Like I always watch that kid shoot himself in the dick. Poor kid. I genuinely mean it. That poor kid did not see that one coming. Okay, crystal mines. Okay. Good news. Hey, Woody. How you doing? Okay. Crystal mines. Good stuff. Does it require power? Please say yes. It does. Thank the Lord. Okay. Kids getting slightly but not seriously hurt will never not be funny. I mean, look, I'm a father of like a boy under the age of 2, and I agree. The poor little guy hurts himself multiple times every day. And, you know, it's always the first thing is like, oh shit, is he okay? And then he sort of giggles, or he just goes, ah, and you're like, yeah, buddy, I bet that did hurt. But if it's like full on tears, then I'm not laughing. Because, you know, I'm not a terrible father. I'm just a guy who loves physical humor. Just a guy who wants to see a kid being slightly hurt. Okay, crystal mines. Fluid mining drill. You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this BS. We keep getting here. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I'm sick of doing this, so we're not going to anymore. We need copper cables and we need iron sticks. Wonderful. Exactly. Exactly. You see, these bloody air core inductors seem to be needed for everything. So, we're going to build some. We're going to go like this. I don't know if it's going to be making enough of them. I, quite frankly, don't even care if it's going to make enough of them. I just want to make some. Oh, wait, crap. No, that's not right. In fact, let's go not ash. And then a couple of ash boxes. We do desperately need to get a plan for ash at some point soon. When do we get better air core inductors? That's my question. Honestly, not that far away. We just need coke and clay. Wait. Oh, you just need steam? The fuck? I need to re-add that inserter for the coal to air core inductor. Oh, you're right, I do. I need the power. Okay. I mean, so this is not going to be a permanent thing, it's just, it kept pissing me off, so we're going to get rid of that pretty quickly, actually. Next we need to extract some soil. Night soil, if you will. You do not want to extract night soil, trust me on this one. Then we need just 20 air core inductors, and then we're done. Okay, sweet. We're going to need a lot of belts. Really, make a lot of belts. We're going to need a lot of power poles. Thankfully, we boned. We have no power poles. Well, that's why we've got this forest here. I'm glad the critter sounds from the forest still exist. One of my favorite features from 2.0, the fact that forests make a sound. Okay. You know what? It's probably because I got steel axe. I got steel axe. I hadn't really considered that. That's why I noticed that I had the bonuses thing before, like light up, and I didn't really look at why. Steel axe. It's just a tick that just happens. I don't know how I feel about ticks that just happen these days, but they do. Some ticks just happen. Practice safe ticks, I say. So then we get quartz, and then we're going to get a glassworks as well. I'm less concerned with the glassworks. Not to be confused with Tex from Texas. Is that where he's from? I always loved that joke in Forrest Gump. Tex, I don't know where Tex is from. It's like, oh god. Right from Texas. Actually, we make molten glass out of that, don't we? Do we? Do we? Do we? I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Nope. Factorio. Okay, not quite the way I would have done that, but whatever. Molten glass out of quartz ore. Right, that was probably molten, and then we would take that molten glass to... Oh, we would start making lamps. No, wait, that's probably not right. So we need glassworks, and then we need a glassworks. So we need 2 glassworks. Ah, fudge cakes. Well, good job on fixing the bug. This kerogen's going to be a problem soon. There are many alternative ways for each recipe. Oh, is that what's breaking it? You see mini mods when you search for Pi. Is there a main one? There is. Look, again, I would suggest not checking this out. If you want to hurt yourself on a mod, I would probably suggest... It's a good... Factorio 2 is probably a better one to go with if you're a newer player. As I said, there's no shame in being a newer player. We were all newer once. He's shaming me! Thanks, guys. SeiferKatt is shaming me. I thought he was a chill streamer, but it turns out he's shaming me. Or would I? I'm gatekeeping suffering. Yeah, sure. Sorry, everyone. I'll be just a moment. Alright, I'm back, everyone. Sorry about the delay. But I got some great news. Oh god, the ducks. Got some great news. I got snacks! I got some Doritos. There's a place they have a meal for $6 called Surprise Me But Veggies. Surprise Me But Veggies. Got it. At least you know you're going to get veggies. Surprise me not veggies. Ooh. Surprise me not veggies sounds a bit more exciting to me, honestly. That sounds more like a me problem. Alright then. We need... just put the iron on there. Make some more science while we're getting stuff done. Mystery meat. See if we can may need more faster iron. Working on it. But first quartz. You know what? What if we just put like a wind turbine over here? We don't need to connect the power. Let's go get some small parts. Eggs are one of my top favorite vegetables. That is still true. Yeah, just make a fish turbine. It's not Okay. Okay, hang on. Wait a second. I read that at about the right time. Which fluid is required for quartz? Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to bring the quartz down here and then fluidify it. Oh, that's probably we're going to start needing to power. Oh, jeez. Still. Let's get that fish turbine going. There's a fish over there. Get it! Get it! Sorry. If it's literally a problem for anyone, please let me know. I'll try to mute. I'm so sorry. I forget. Always do. I'm the worst. Why will I never be a professional streamer? I don't know. What did you just do? Oh yeah, that'll do it. You know I didn't. I don't remember the sex dome. I think I would, but I really don't. This may later be upgraded to a train. It's not there yet, but one day. Or a caravan. A what now? I'm not actually sure if you're shitting, like, you're making this shit up. It's real? Right, it needs a fuel. Huh. Well, alright then. Right. Good news, bad news situation. I think tar is a fuel. Not a good fuel, but it's a fuel. Tar is not a fuel. That's fuel value. Tar is absolutely a fuel. Did you note that I was waiting to, like, before I doubled down on that one? Okay. You don't have food today? Oh no. Because everywhere's closed. Oh shit, so you do have nothing? Because the rocket, I mean, because the rockets is a fair reason to be closed, but still. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Sucks, man. Sorry. Okay, well that's making glass. Not efficiently, but it's making it. My power is... Oh, it's not actually using power. Because all the power it's using is from the fuel. I wish I could keep the coal gas, but... yeah, the coal gas is about as good as tar. Okay. How's science going? What's the problem with science right now? Stone. Yeah, that is a problem actually. We're still in zero science. Yeah, we're still well in zero science. But we're about to be automating it, I think. No. We're away from red potions. Zero science per minute, yeah. So this part's going to be shut down. This part's going to be... well, this part's going to be another problem itself. When do I get car? I think car's not far away from here. Like, car is actually pretty close. Car is easy to make. Car! Which reminds me, my car goes into the shop to get repaired this week. Which would be very exciting, because I'm sad every time I look at the side of it and just see the whole half of it ding, like, half of it just bent inwards. But thankfully it's not costing me anything, so that's nice. Oh, Solbin, were you not here? Okay, yeah, I was. So, a few weeks ago, I was driving into work, and a guy from the other lane, basically was dozing at the wheel and drifted into my lane and sideswiped me. So no one was hurt, thankfully. But yeah. The problem you see before it's getting worse, it's fine. But the problem is meant to get worse. But yeah, so... yeah, so he just sort of veered into my lane and just sideswiped me. Which, you know, I was not terribly pleased about. As I'm sure you can understand. But yeah, no one was hurt, just my car was damaged. And the insurance went, yeah, absolutely, we all, like both sides of the insurance, his and mine both agreed, yep, that's what happened. Like, although there was a part where his insurance called me up and was like, hey, so we just want to call about, like, the thing. I was like, sure. He veered into my car. And they're like, oh, okay, what happened to the other car? And I'm like, other car? What? other car. And you're like, nope, that's all we needed to hear. I'm just like, oh, okay then. Someone might be telling their insurance company little white lies. It's just like, there was no other car. I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, okay, yeah.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Leo Redbone. 'Tis truly appreciated. Welcome. Might have been the insurance company throwing you a red herring question to see if I was lying about the claim. I mean, they might have been. I don't know. I suppose that's always possible. It was his insurance company that was asking me about the other car, though, not my one, so... You're right, it might have been that, but... a weird thing to ask the other side. Can I have car? I would like car. I know we were working towards better science, but I'd like car. Aluminium plate. Never mind, if car. Disregard car. What do I want moss for? How do you sort your moss? Do you sort it by colour or do you sort it by taste? Oh god, never mind. Insurer has a duty to not misrepresent. They can't tell for... Okay, there you go. I mean, it might depend country to country, probably not. I taste more moss than you can ever imagine. Waffles, my man! Does the moss grow on rolling stones? No, the moss is like on stones that aren't moving, I've found. I'm so close to aluminium plate. Yeah, but I need coal gas for it, and my coal gas all disappear. Let's worry. Okay, you know what? Let's worry about this. Let's make some fluid mining drills. Pump. Do we have pumps? No, we don't have pumps. What? Let me guess. Pumps are here? Pumps are here. Of course they're flipping here. Okay. Let's see. Fluid mine drills. Yes, I need steel. Okay, steel. I feel like I just made something by mistake. Tasted more than you ever imagine. I mean, I love that's just such a fun comic. Just the kobolds argue. Like, the thing is, it's a kobolds comic, and my D&D party, one of our players absolutely adores kobolds, so you know that gets shared every now and then. As it should. Just that even I actually hate it here. Kobolds, like little dragon or dogmen, depending on what country you're from. Japan has them as dogmen. They used to. I think it's because like D&D depicts them as like dragon-ish with like a dog-like bark. The word kobold comes from kobolds. That is true. I think we've talked about this. We still need to fuel it. Okay. So, you want mining fluid, but... Shout out to Pockets the Artist. You know, I've never looked at art. I've never looked at the artist. What is it? I'll have to have a look at that later. Okay. Sorry, I've just got a thing. Okay. Mining fluid, huh? I've tasted more mining fluid than you can ever imagine. Not actually true. You know, it may be true. How much mining fluid can you imagine I've tasted? Now, the next problem we're going to run into is... Why? Why? Why do I want aluminium plate? Okay. Okay. Breed aluminium. Alright. I'm game. Some people think you shouldn't be breeding a metal, but you know what? I'm from the internet. We're in some weird shit over there. And me, I'm going to start breeding with aluminium. I mean, not anytime soon, but you know. That's how you get your... As you said, okay, my train did a violent break. A violent break? What the hell? Can you please define a violent break of a train? Got a breeding kink. I mean, don't get me started on reactors. Oh, okay. Oh, like in real life. Okay. I forgot you were on a real life train. Hopefully you're okay. The train did a record scratch. Breeding aluminium. Yep, that's me. Probably wondering how I got... So how did I get here? I thought like a break, isn't it? Just I started running for it. It's like, that's not good. You don't want that either. Alright, well, I'm going to call it very soon. But before I do, we'll just finish this. Get this aluminium done. So every time it mines 1, it consumes 10, did I read? Per mining operation is 10. Oh, ash. Fudgesicles. I always forget about ash. At some point we're going to have to gather all the ash together. I mean, look, it's good that we're making aluminium. Pi loves ash. It's so capitalistic. How is ash capitalistic? I'm not sure. If I'm not having a go at anyone, I'm not doing a political adjacency alarm. I just don't understand. Oh, cash. Hold on. What about the purple burglar alarm? Who was it that can't say that? The Scottish? I'm not Scottish. Is it the Scottish that can't say it? Yeah, Limmy can't say. I mean, Limmy is an interesting one. I wonder if I get a cheat thing for. He won several BAFTAs. I mean, who hasn't won a BAFTA or two? I haven't. I haven't won any BAFTAs, obviously. One. You didn't? Yep, see? There we go. Quite frankly, I'm not interested in someone who would not let me win a BAFTA. If there's an award ceremony and they do not award me a BAFTA, I'm not interested in them. That's how we run it. We need some more small parts. There we go. Oh, we only won a BAFTA Scotland. Is that like someone saying that they did a TED talk, but they actually did a TEDx talk? I mean, yeah, it's still impressive. Like, I haven't done a TEDx, but not quite the same. Yeah, Waffles, I bet you it works the opposite way. If you can say it, you can't win the award. Because clearly you're not Scottish enough. You can hardly say burglar. Not hard, is it? I mean, Solburn, I speak one language and it's English. It's not difficult. Come on. Tom Scott's not even a Scot. It's these deceptions in life that is just unacceptable. We have plenty of copper to go. The iron is going to run out fairly soon. Cache? How do you say it? You forgive me. No offense, Solburn, but I wasn't exactly asking your forgiveness on this one. Oh, that's right, you said that. You told me that. Like cash. Have a look. Maybe just wait for the car. There's some niobium. There's some molybdenite. Named after Peter Molyneux. Okay, no, I'm going back and I'm going to sleep. In real life. You're back? Well, unfortunately I'm about to wander off to bed now. Because it's now 10:08. And yeah, just in time to say goodbye. The base is looking alright. We've got glass, we've got aluminium, we've got conveyor belts, we've got... And I reckon next station we get, do I have a rain target in mind? You know what? I don't, but you know what? I'll give that a go. I'll have a look. I'll have a look first. But first off, let's just do the goodbyes and then we'll get back into that. How many windmills will it take? Well, I've got 3 going at the moment.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Zesty, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, I almost forgot to save last time, funnily enough. I remember just as I was closing up.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Okay, Zesty again. No, sorry, that's my fault, not yours. Don't forget to save. Done it. Thank you. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you are new here, please do consider following. I would appreciate it. But you do what makes you feel comfortable, because that's how we roll around here. I will next be streaming on Monday, but I'll be streaming just as twice as important, that's true. But I'll be streaming Darkest Dungeon 2 on Monday. For Factorio and this continuing, come back on Thursday and Saturday. That's when I'm going to be doing this. So 2 times a week. We go about 2-3 hours, or go for about 3 hours. But if you like the chill sort of chill, yeah. If you like the chill nature of this, I mean, Darkest Dungeon is a good time anyway. If you don't know what's going on, you're more than welcome to come by and hang out. You know, we're not running an expert thing there. I'm probably going to die pretty soon after, so it'll be a new run. So that's going to be on Monday. Same time. Yeah. What else? Yes, you got youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where there are like 2,000 hours of Factorio VODs. If you really want them, they're there. And you've also got the Discord link, which is where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. If you don't want to follow that because you're already in too many Discords, I hear you and I understand. I wouldn't judge. And as for me, I'm out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!